I hope everybody's doing all right. I can't complain. Don't do no good. Nobody wants to hear it. Me and little Miss Betty sitting here. For those that don't know, this is Miss Betty, the newest member to my household. This is my baby. Oh, this is the baby I chose to keep. And I've got 3 more babies to get rid of. Hey, what's up, World Life? I'm down to 3 more to get rid of. I just found a really good home with a lady. She needed a friend real bad, and she wanted to runt. I felt so good about that. She sat out here with wipes and washed his paws, and it was cute. She needed someone to love. Yeah. Oh, I'm going this afternoon and pick up my, hey Doug, my Jesus figurines are in. I don't know if I'm going to drive or walk the 2 miles to go get them. It's a hassle either way. But they're 2 miles down the road and they're there. And Walmart's supposed to call me back before 4 o'clock. They might want to discuss a resolution before I file paperwork in the courts today. So I'm waiting on a call back. You'd never believe this. If you watched that and how that one manager said that I could stay until dark and I had to leave and all, and I'd asked to stay tonight, and no, they don't allow people or nothing. Well, when I got a hold of the head manager today and I was talking to him, you know, we hadn't got into what happened. He thought I was asking about staying overnight. And he says, you know what, really, I don't mind someone staying overnight, one night, la-da-da. And I'm like, really? Really, that's funny. Now listen what happened to me. Yeah. So hopefully he gets some things straightened out. Tiffany is going on the fact that a sign that says, no, I do not have weed. I do not sell or have weed. I have a petition online. It's the listing. That's not asking nobody to do a damn thing. It's not asking them to sign the petition or anything. That's why I worded it exactly the way I did. So I pointed out to him that you might want to rethink this and talk to her, because she's going on the fact that y'all threw me out due to policy I was soliciting. I said, go look up the term soliciting. That sign is not asking nobody for a damn thing. It's not asking them to come knock on my door and ask me if I have weed. It's not telling them to come. It's not asking people to sign the petition. It's plainly telling people why my vehicle looks the way it does, no matter where I'm parked. That makes sense? I got him good. Especially when on this phone call, he said, yeah, you know, I let people spend the night. Boy, the people that said, oh, they, no, screw it, no, ain't no way you spent the night here before and all. Yeah, I got them good this time, real good. Let's see if what they want to do to make up for it. Otherwise, it's going to cost me a total of $45 to file the lawsuit, which that ain't nothing. And they're between 45 and 60 days out to be on the calendar. No big deal. I can get down to Florida and back maybe. I may just have to turn around and come back. Heck, I may even just go hang out by Walmart's home office for a few weeks. But hopefully they just go ahead and take care of this and I don't have to go file a lawsuit and all. I mean, I'm fair. I'd be willing to. I have Walmart Plus. They want to waive my membership fees for a year. I'd accept that as an apology. Be a lot cheaper for them. A whole lot cheaper. I don't know if this manager is going to bother calling their corporate offices or not, but I'm sure if he does, and if they watch that video, go, "Oh, they're going to tell him, dude, he's going to win in court." He's going to win in court. Where's good old Will? He must be slaving his butt off. Oh, that was good. Whew. Damn. It's supposed to start raining here this afternoon and tomorrow and stuff. Although I went ahead and set up today. We've had sun. I think it's supposed to be good until about 2 o'clock. When this live is over, I probably will just walk down to the UPS store. I mean, if someone pulled up and had a ride, could give me a ride down there and back, that'd be even better. But to take in the flags, take the postboard, all that, you know, that's a pain in the ass to do, to come back and set it all back up. But I would like to go down and get them. I can be handing them out. Pouring in Topeka, wow, right? Yeah, it's 2 miles, so, you know, it'd take me a half hour to walk there and a half hour to walk back. I'm not worried about that. I just hate leaving my RV alone for an hour or even a half hour. I've always been like that. Now, if I'm at a person's place like Doug's and it's parked with friends and stuff, I don't worry. But out here in the real world where nobody's your friend or nothing, I don't like leaving it. Hey, don't brag about that too much, South Carolina. It's on its way. Everybody around here was, for the last few days, well, not today, but yesterday, day before, all everybody, every time you seen someone, it's like, wow, nice to see the rain stop. Yeah, nice to see no rain. No rain. No. Now it's, damn it, the rain's going to be here. Yeah, you got to enjoy it while you can, my friend. Absolutely. Oh, goodness sakes. There's 4 total puppies left. One's mine. There's 3 to rehome. I just rehomed the runt about 45 minutes ago. And that runt needed her as much as she needed that runt. It was so cool. It was so cool. I gave her, she asked if I had any, handy wipes, which I did have a box. And she sat out there and washed his paws and everything, got them all cleaned up. Yeah. Ugh. Well, hey, folks, this is what it's about. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Sign that petition, screenshot, and scan that petition. You can also do it at 420gym.com. See, this is a statement. This is not soliciting. I can't believe that lady from Walmart don't know the difference between a statement and soliciting. Where does it ask anybody to do anything? It don't even ask you to go sign a petition. It just is a statement. Hey, dummies that come around, I don't sell or have weed, don't bother asking. If you want to know what I'm doing, I have a petition. 420 Gym. It don't say it's here. It says it's online. You can't twist and turn and construe words and stuff to fit your narrative. I'm sick and tired of that crap. I told that manager, if this is all you got, that sign, you're going to lose. You have to walk down and get gas in a couple hours. Let me step back in where I can see comments. Ugh. Oh, there are no comments. Okay. I thought there'd be at least one of them free the pedophile comments that they've been bombarding me with the other day. Man, it's warm. For the ones that didn't see, this is the newest member to my family. Meet Betty. Say, meet Betty. Woohoo! Betty's already learned how to speak today. Haven't you? Mm-hmm. Tell them hello. Hey, get used to this. You'll be on the internet a bunch. Yeah, you're the cute one now. Jack's the old one. Lebu's the mama. You're the cute one now. Huh. Who don't know what to take, do you? We don't know what to think, do you? Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah. Hi, Betty. I've got one girl and 2 boys left. And the 2 boys, they really should go with children because they're wild compared to the other ones. Let me see if I can find something real quick here. Sorry, I'm trying to find something here. Man, my back's been out all night and today it hurts. Don't get old, my friends. Don't do it. Back up. Don't go old. Where am I at? I'm in Springfield, Missouri. Slabs? You mean like Slab City? Oh, hell no. I believe in cannabis, not meth. Meth heads go to Slab City. Man, you ain't got enough money to want me to go there. There ain't enough money to make me want to go there. There's too many people like them all over the world. The ones that's been out there all the time, they pretend to be your friends while stabbing you and robbing you all along. If you fit in and click in, you're all right. If you don't, they're going to get you. Yeah, that's what I heard, Frankie. I wonder if I'll hear back from Jeff before 4 o'clock tonight, Frankie. I mean, that gives him 4 hours. Good morning, Michelle. How you doing? It's kind of funny he didn't ask me where he could see the video. I told him there's video on YouTube. But I'm sure security or whatever, they probably found it by now. Hey, JRE, yeah, it's I do these at noon and at 7, so if it's morning where you're at, yeah, good morning. For me, it's afternoon. But I don't know where you're at, so it could very well be morning, you know? I think Arizona and California is still morning. You won't believe this, One World, but my followers can pretty much contest to it. When I quit smoking, I bought me 2 packs of cigarettes, and I laid them right here on the table. And I knew if I couldn't keep from smoking one of them, I would never quit. And they laid on the table. Finally, someone come by one day, you got a cigarette? And here you go. And one of the packs I ended up handing out one at a time to people that come by. But I never smoked one of them. And then when I was at Awesome Possum, Monica Brown and them, you know, they knew I had the story. Well, they ran out of cigarettes and, you know, wanted a couple again. Then they got the rest. Well, we'll buy you another pack, you know, for the people. Of course, they never bought me the other pack, and that's no big deal. But yeah, for over a year, I had 2 packs of cigarettes on the table, just so I knew If I couldn't leave them on the table, not touch them. But it's all a mind screw too, because the first 2 years, I mean literally not smoking a cigarette for 2 years. You know, you'd be going to a store, you just lit a cigarette, you get a couple of puffs and you put it out, or you just lay it in the ledge of the store and it goes out. When you come back out, you pick it up, light it, and go on your way. Or if you don't have cigarettes, you just walk by and pick one up that somebody's, you know, usually store employees. You know, they come out, take a puff or two, put it out there, they come out, damn, somebody's, happens all the time. But I had not smoked cigarettes in 2 years. But as I'm going to the store, if I happen to see one, you know, 3/4, I would automatically be walking towards it. Automatically. And then I'd tell myself, damn idiot, you don't even smoke no more. So we do a lot of things out of habit without thinking. If you just take that extra split second to think, it helps. It took me a lot to control. My mouth is the biggest thing I'm working on now. I often speak before I think. I used to be a lot worse. Well, I understand that. That's why I wouldn't buy them by the carton. If I bought cigarettes by the carton, I definitely smoke 2 packs or better a day. If I bought it a pack a day, I didn't have that problem. But I couldn't have a carton. I smoked more. I don't know if it's just knowing I had that many. I don't know what it is behind it. But when I had the carton, I smoked a lot more than when I just had that pack. Right on. Well, I was up to 2. Depending driving, I could have been up to 3, depending on how far and long I was driving. Yeah, back in the cocaine days, yeah. Yeah, I resemble that remark. You had to have a bunch of ashes, man. Hang on, I can't see it. What's this? Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, JRE. I'm just a cannabis advocate. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need it federally legal, and they're really getting ready to screw people over, okay? And I can see the writing on the wall where a lot of people can't. Oh, right on. Damn. I read that and I forgot what I was talking about. But I appreciate you subscribing. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. The petition is in the description of the video. It's also, when I walk outside and show the RV, I show it. You can go to 420gym.com and sign the petition. And of all things, I don't have one laying right here, but I do over here. The petition says we want all cannabis prisoners free, and that we want it federally legal for everybody. And you screenshot, scan that. This is my last year on the road. I mean, I wasted 10 years trying to get people to sign the petitions, and they wouldn't do it for whatever reason. They said they would, but they didn't. The numbers aren't there. When you sign a petition, the number is there. If you're not on the petition, you're part of the problem instead of the solution. The petition is a voice. We all have a voice if we use it. If we don't use our voice, I mean, come on. If you was running this country and the people didn't literally tell you and ask you, get together and ask you to do something, would you do it? Hell no. Why would I expect Trump, Congress, or anybody to do this? Because they're all on that Texas bullshit now that blew up on them. I'll get back to that in 1 sec. Well, please sign it and share it. See, Texas 5 years ago, when I made the news in 18 and all, there's news stories, late breaking news in Lubbock. I was on Amarillo, Route 66 in Amarillo. You're talking major news networks. Me on it and whatnot. So, I mean, I've been all through Texas and I was fighting good for them. But then when they said about decriminalization, that put a bad taste in my mouth in Texas, because that's stupid. Decriminalization means, yes, I understand and agree with it being illegal. But because you're not going to throw me in jail and give me a ticket so I pay a fine or something, you're going to take my weed, I'm okay with that. And that's exactly what the people in Texas would tell me. Hey, at least I don't go to jail or whatever. I'm like, dude, it's the stupidest thing you could do. So what did they do? They wrote it into criminalization. They didn't bust nobody in Texas. Everybody started getting weed and having weed, and all the Delta products come. Everybody's all happy and stuff. Texas ain't making the money on it and whatnot, because all these little smoke shops are getting it from the Delta 9s and stuff, which is bullshit. That's worse trash than regular bud. 100% worse trash. But now they out-banned everything in Texas. Hemp, see, all of that is banned in Texas. No more in Texas. Texas, you need to get rid of that stupid governor and lieutenant governor. Why do you want uneducated or liars running your state? Anybody that says cannabis is bad is highly uneducated or a liar. Proof's out there. The fact that it was in the anointing oil, our Creator, in the Bible it tells you, but look in the Hebrew Bible, before King James, you know, it tells you cannabosum was in the anointing oil. Not everyone wants to smoke cannabis and feel the euphoria, but that's what happens if you heat it up. You unlock the force field that's around that plant. God don't make no mistakes. And to keep a God-given herb away from us, that's why I call Trump a fake Christian. I like Trump. He's better than what we had last term. Don't get me wrong. But I'll tell anybody that claims to be a Christian and they don't live the Christian way and don't believe in him and his word and stuff, that's a fake Christian. So no matter what you think about Trump, he is a fake Christian. Now, whether he knows it or not, he could just be uneducated and need just a little education. You know what gets me most about Trump? The most irritating thing that Trump does or says that I've heard is, yeah, District of Criminals in State of Columbia. I like that one. I'm going to make a shirt saying that. Damn it, man. That threw me off of what I was going to say. Mike, no. You have your government, you have your shadow government, and then you have the justice system, right? Justice system. You know, our justice system is made up of the lawyers, the judges, the prosecutors, the police, the FBI, all these people that are in the justice system. You know who they all are, right? One big circle, the justice system. Now slow that word down. Just us system. Slow it down even more. Just us system. Like history is his story. Television is television, which is programming done by channels. People just won't use their brain for a couple minutes. Just us. Yeah, just us. The members of the British Attorney Registration, the Bar Association. It's all out there. People would just take a moment and look in front of us. They think that they're not going to get punished for it because, hey, Creator, we put it right in front of them. The dumbasses did it anyway. I think they're still going to get punished severely over it and whatnot. They can think what they want. But everything's right in front of one's eyes if they open it up. Oh, well, see, you're probably right on that. But we lost our Constitution and our rights as the United States citizens years ago. Years ago. District of Columbia is not even part of the United States. A whole different country runs the United States. But that's not it. They came up with the birth certificates. Birth. They come out of the womb, the birth. That's why when you go to court, you got to go and board the ship. When you're in front of that judge, that little area that's got the defendant, the witness, and all that little area that only you and them are in, you just boarded the ship. Everything we do is under maritime law. They got rid of what do you call it? Citizen law, where we used to be back in the day. Sovereign citizens. When we became strawmans and they sold us out and everything, we come corporate America. And it's been that way since. That way since. That's why you have a birth certificate. Yeah, it's crazy. It's all crazy. Every bit of it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Used to be no victim, no crime, but then they have all these prisons for profit. And see what happened to Texas? I'll tell you exactly what happened to Texas. Texas used to have the biggest marijuana prison population, everything there was, whatnot. Then they decriminalized it, whatnot. All their prisons, all their jails was emptying out. Oh, they guarantee these prisons. So many people. They have to pay whether they're there or not. That's why one of the biggest things that Trump needs to do is get rid of prisons for profit. Now back to the pet peeve thing that I was talking about, that Trump says I don't like, that fake news. Come on, tell the truth, Mr. President. I'll respect you more. Or get an education. It's not called fake news. Don't change history. Ever since something like that started was way back when William Randolph Hearst owned 21 newspapers, and he started a smear campaign, and then the New York Times jumped on board. Just go to Google and say, who started yellow journalism, if you think I'm telling a fib. It will tell you William Randolph Hearst. Now, why won't they use the word yellow journalism and all? Because he's the asswipe that named cannabis marijuana. Oh, is that a fact? Yeah. Fake news, as Trump puts it, all started from marijuana. Only takes a minute to search all that out. So that's my two things that I don't like about Trump. He's a fake Christian. He needs to find out that he can't take away God's given herb, especially it's in the anointing oil. You know, that's not a Christian. It's just, to me, it's all crazy. They need an education on it. I don't fault someone. Lilo, move. I don't fault someone for not knowing things, but not learning them and changing them. That's where I fault them. That's where I fault them at. I don't know whether that's true or not, but Bob Barker, The Price is Right and all, oh, he was a big shareholder. And all the prisons had his soap, Barker this, that. That's how I found out about it. I've never been to prison, but talking to people. Oh yeah, a lot of these big wig people have, it wouldn't surprise me that Elon or anyone else don't have money in it. But Texas has to fill all them prisons back up, because they're not going to do the right thing and close them down. What better way? Now, all these people that's getting charged with pot and stuff, they're going to... Barb Barker poots in prison, I'll be damned. See, I talked to other people that told me that there's Bob Barker toothbrushes, soap, all kinds of stuff. Man, I wouldn't want to have my name put on anything to do with a prison. I really wouldn't. Nor a church. I'm going to have to walk down here in a little bit and get gas. I got to do it before it starts raining. Yeah. What's the matter, Betty? Are you lonely? Being the only one up here, are you lonely? You don't want to be in the box with the boys. Betty. Betty. My little Betty. You're my little Betty. Oh, yeah. Well, aren't you sweet? It's my buddy. Nah, chewing tobacco is just as bad as smoking. It'll give you the throat cancer a lot quicker. Yeah, I prefer no tobacco products for the last 6 years. Nicotine's not bad for you. See, they lied and lied all these years. Nicotine is in cigarettes, but it is not the chemical that's harming you. It's all the other chemicals that are in that cigarette that are bad for you. You know, nicotine's in tomatoes and most of our food and stuff. Go research what all nicotine's in. It's not bad that it's in tobacco. It's all the other crap. There's 200 approved chemicals that they can put in that tobacco. What about the unapproved that they sneak in? Huh, right on. Yeah, nicotine's in tomatoes, a lot of different things. Yes, absolutely good for you. Okay, let me tell you another one. How many times they tell you salt is bad for you? Every one of us heard how bad salt is, right? My only question to that, how come anytime a person gets hurt whatsoever, the first thing they do is do an IV with salt water in your veins? Why is that the very first thing they do to hydrate your body, to get you going, whatever, is they put a saline solution, which is a salt solution? Tell me again how bad salt is. No problem. Yeah, iodized salts. Just like, you ever seen the bags for fluoride? You know, fluoride in your toothpaste, they put fluoride in all of our drinking water. Big old skull and crossbone on the bag. Pure poison. At little bitty quantities, but pure poison. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not saying you can have a whole bunch of salt, blah, blah, blah. That there's a bunch of bullshit about salt so bad for you and all. No. Anything too much is bad for us. Cheeseburgers, anything too much is bad for us. Everything should be consumed within moderation. But, you know, that fear-mongering and salt, I know people, oh no, I don't eat salt. Bullshit. We all need a little salt. A lot of salt, no. Just like you don't drink seawater. They give you the shits to make you sicker than a dog. They won't kill you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hell, and everything that they produce has sugar in it. Hey, almost everybody's 8 out of 10 people's problem is sugar. Old Betty's making herself at home. She's all sprawled out on the couch. Aren't you, Betty? Aren't you, Betty? Yeah. You're so pretty laying there. You're so pretty laying there. Well, thank you. About time I show you a couple other things you might like. First and foremost, what I'm all about is the fact that nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need it federally legal. And all you Texans out there need to sign this petition, or suffer with no pot, dumbasses. I've told y'all for 5 years decriminalization was stupid. Now it came back and bit you in the ass. So, all you Texans that wouldn't listen for 5 years, how about you signing that petition now? Get your head out of your ass. Let's get it done federally. And while you're doing that, vote out your governor and lieutenant governor. Why do you want uneducated liars running your country? Anybody that says cannabis is bad don't need to be running anything at all, because they're not educated enough to, or they're liars. This is my Cannebago. That's the same QR. If you can't do that, you can always go to my petition website. If you're in Springfield, Missouri today and tomorrow, want to come by and say hello, donate a penny, a nickel, a dime, a roach, anything, and we'll let you tag the Cannebago. You like my cannabis flag, don't you? I just got them Sunday. Oh, and for those that don't know, July 8th of 2019, a judge in Kingston, Tennessee, made my first name my last name. Yeah, most people that are named Jim is their first name, and that used to be my case. But I asked the judge to make it my last name, and he did. Of course, you gotta have a first name, right? 420 Jim. Jim is now my last name. First name 4, middle name 20, last name Jim. So I don't just talk the talk, I walk that walk. Please help me get our cannabis prisoners free and federal legalization for everybody. Let's take our rights back. Be part of the solution, not the problem. If you don't think Trump would do it, put your voice in the petition. If you don't put your voice in the petition, then shut up on what he will or won't do. Because you're part of the problem, not the solution. If you're a Trump, same thing. If you think he'd do it, get on the petition. Prove he will do. Because we get all these numbers up and he don't. Well, the haters are right. If he does, the haters are wrong. Meanwhile, we all win because we get our cannabis rights. But think about this. If you was the president running the country or Congress, and nobody was putting it in front of you, the news wasn't talking about it, the general public, nobody was really talking about it, would you do anything about it? No. Neither would I. There's other things in the world that we've got to make this so big, like Jeb Mazansky's petition when he got out of prison from life without parole to a free man. So don't say petitions don't work. That's bullshit. Right here in Sedalia, Missouri, it worked and got a guy out of prison that was doing life without parole. He got parole and then he was freed. Sorry, I need to go back and read the comments. I can't come outside. Every state in the United States needs it, my friend. Oh, man. Yeah, Mr. Willie Nelson, Cheech, Chong, any of them. Snoop Doggy Dog. Morning. Although I don't know where you're at. It's afternoon in my time zone, but good morning. Oh, gosh, goodness. I'll leave that sitting over there. Oh. Oh, no. I'm going to say, don't get old. Well, I only have to find homes for 3 more puppies. What's up, Arizona? same as all the time, nobody belongs in jail for weed. It needs to be federally legal. I know Arizona has it legal because that's where I'm from. But they haven't let our federal prisoners free, and it's still a federal crime in Arizona. So if you Google 420-JIM, you'll see hundreds of stories about me. Most of them are true. And that's what it's about. In the description is a link to the petition that takes you to change.org, which you could screenshot and scan. This is my 11th and final year on the road. My legal name is 420 Jim, spelt out. And I just have these discussions at noon and 7. We normally discuss weed, what's happening, whatever. There's things that we don't discuss, you know. We don't. I don't like people bullying people, putting them down. Really don't get into politics. People want to post free Diddy, or, you know, how about this? I ran this, that, and the other. Nah, this is about cannabis and peace-loving cannabis, basically. Right on, Doug. My friend Ray in Topeka said it was raining. We're supposed to get rain sometime this afternoon. I got to get down to the UPS store that's 2 miles down the road. They're open till 7. I really don't want to take in my flags and take the cardboard, you know, the signs off and all that, and put my shirt. I really don't want to pack everything up just to go down and pick them up and come back and reset up. I don't want to do that. It's a lot of work. Now I could just lock the, you know, put my t-shirts and stuff inside, leave the flags out, leave the poster boards up, and just walk down there. But I really don't like leaving the RV for an hour. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, yeah, but an hour, just, you know. And it would probably take me an hour to walk 2 miles there and 2 miles back. The Delta products suck. The Delta products suck. And I 100% come to that conclusion this week with all that stuff that Wicked give me, which is your Delta products. This stuff is pure garbage. Pure garbage. It's hemp flour. It's pure garbage. You could just order hemp flour off, you know, 0.3 less off, and get it by the pound or the baggie instead of paying, you know, $3.5 or whatever it is per joint that they charge. It's just pure garbage. But when you don't have nothing to smoke, or if you're in an illegal state, that's what I do. Well, no. Any pot. Me, that's why I'll eat before I smoke. Because back in the day, you used to get the munchies, you know, you smoke. But you'd smoke, get the munchies, and then lose your buzz because you ate. And you'd have to smoke again. I learned back in the day, hey, I know I'm smoking. I'd eat me a burger or something first. Then I'd smoke, have a really good buzz, and get the munchies again and eat again. But absolutely, soon like smoking now, if I was to eat something, what little buzz that I had would be completely gone. That's like Doug, my friend Doug. We have a barbecue and whatnot. Well, he wants to get all, you know, and I'm like, Doug, I'm going to lose my buzz as soon as I eat. I'd rather get a buzz after we eat. That's dessert. But, you know, to each his own. How about a little bit before and a little bit after? The true healthy benefits of this. Take a bud, break it in half, roll half up and smoke it, or heat it up 250 degrees for 20 minutes and eat it. take the other half of that bud and don't heat it up at nothing. Just take that bud out of the bag and throw it in your mouth and chew it up and eat it. Then you have the both best worlds of cannabis. Because I get a kick listening to these people argue about the potency and THCA and all this crap on TikTok, and they're all freaking idiots. Every plant grown, every cannabis plant grown, until they genetically modify it. Now, maybe they can change it later in life. But all this packaging is bullshit. It's bullshit. And if anybody knew anything, they could prove it. They don't know what is in this pack until heat has been applied. How can you tell me what the THC potency is when you have not activated the force field to find out? And each plant's different. You can't just do it by a batch. See, cannabis is a wonderful plant. It's got a force field. It is THCA, not THC. That plant over there just grown, here it is, picked, harvested right here for you. You do not have THC. It's an absolute lie to say you have THC. Absolute lie. You don't. You have THCA. Now, once heat is applied, it starts doing this. The medical, which is way, way, way up here, and the euphoria is down here. You have to eat the whole plant to feel a little bit of a buzz. You get sick from eating the plant more than you would the buzz. But as you're applying heat, it does this. The medical, not so much medical benefit, but euphoria benefit and stuff off the Richter scale. And if you hit the right one, say you get that chemistry right, just right, you cured it just right, you had the heat just right, you can make some of the best edibles there ever was, and you have some of the best smoke it ever was. But it is THCA until heat is applied. Anything else you're told is nothing but a pure lie. So if I've got this bud in this bag, how can you tell me the THC content? That's not been heated. There's no way to tell me the THC content in that bud. You can guesstimate it, but you can't tell me. Because until heat's been applied, it's not measurable. See, they lied to us. I should have been in prison for 10 years. 2 counts of sales of marijuana. I asked the state, do you have to prove all points of your case? And of course, yes, they do. All they had to prove to my jury, and I would have, 10 years, they had me on my own video, I wouldn't have fought it. All they had to do was to prove to my jury what narcotic was in marijuana. There is none, never been one. So they said I was incompetent to stand trial. How incompetent was I? That's stupid, like Walmart saying that sign is soliciting. It don't ask nobody for a damn thing. Soliciting is asking somebody for something. Yeah. People try and twist meanings of things around. They don't always work out. Oh, you're welcome. Beer pong night with neighbors. There you go. You want to beat a marijuana charge? I mean, I used to tell people, get a hold of me. When you charged with marijuana and you want to beat that charge, I'll come to your town, and I'll stand behind you 100% on it. And if you listen to what I tell you, you're going to beat that charge. If you ever get charged with marijuana, my friends, take it to court, demand a jury trial. You look at your public pretender, or if you're going to hire a lawyer, I don't care which one, you tell them, look, especially if they're a public pretender, they take an oath that's worded that they will zealously represent you. I've never met a public defender that would live up to that. I can legally call them, or technically call them public pretenders because of what they did to me. Anyhow, it don't matter. Public pretender or real lawyer, you ask them, Does the state have to prove all points of their case? And they're going to tell you yes. Well, see, most people wouldn't think to make them prove what narcotic is in marijuana. If it's a narcotic, they have to list, they have to bring in a chemist to prove to the courts what narcotic is in marijuana. You get it? There is none. There is none. They can't do it. It can't be done. You can bring in chemists of your own, testify, that will show the courts and stuff that they're full of shit. There's never been a narcotic in marijuana. They might be now or soon. You know, they keep screwing it and genetic modifying it and all. 75% of the stuff in these dispensaries is nothing but freaking garbage. All the stuff in your gas stations and smoke shops and stuff, not just, they're just 95% bullshit junk. It's all about money, folks. All about money and the greed and the people. That's why I want to be able to grow a dozen plants on my own. I don't even think they should be a number. They're not allowed to tell me how many Bibles I can have because that's my God-given right. Why isn't cannabis? How can they tell me how many plants I can personally have? But I'd agree to say, okay, if you have more than 12, you're probably selling and might want to pay a couple dollars tax on it. No big deal. But you hear the war stories now about fentanyl in it. Well, all these people, these younger people and stuff, that ain't nothing. The government did that first. It wasn't fentanyl. It was called paraquat. What's that, Roundup and stuff? Yeah. Back in the 70s and whatnot, they sprayed all the marijuana with paraquat, and everybody was getting sick, and a couple died. And a lot of them were the richest children. Yeah, they couldn't keep them out of the marijuana, so they stopped spraying the plants with paraquat. But yeah, our own government poisoned the kids and stuff back in the day. That's why I want to be able to grow my own. I don't want no genetically modified bullshit seeds. I don't want hydroponic and chemicals and stuff. The best way you can grow pot is go fishing. True story. 3 or 4 months before you want to grow, go fishing. When you come back, if you're going to grow them in buckets, put you a couple inches of dirt, a couple of fish, and fill it up with dirt. If you're going to do it in the ground, dig your hole, put you a couple of fish, fill it up with dirt, and mark it. 3, 4 months later, whenever you're ready to plant, you start your little seedling and then plant it. Just add water and love. That fish, you're going to feed that plant everything it needs. And you're going to be like, damn! Don't get, closed mouth don't get fed. You know why get me on talking about the feds and the ass wipes of the FBI and stuff? I've been trolled and harassed and bullied for 5 years now, and they won't do a damn thing. Won't do a damn thing. They won't get off their ass, investigate. They won't do a damn thing. The FBI is worse than tits on a bull. All the bullshit and corruption. Nah, F the FBI. Hopefully it changes now that Trump is in office. And I think it's starting to change. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up on it. But the last 4 or 5 years of the FBI, yeah, I give them that. That's a feather because they ain't worth a full bird. FBI my ass. Oh, well, hey, folks, it's about time for me to get out of here. I wish his car wasn't camping out behind me all day and this guy has all this stuff by his tree. Kind of got a feeling he thinks people are going to come by and he's going to try and sell them pot or something. I don't know. I just can't figure it out. I normally don't have people trolling me like that. Maybe it's a good sign to drive down and pick up my Jesuses. Hey, you take it easy too, my friend. Well, folks, you can catch me twice a day on YouTube, noon and 7 p.m. Please subscribe to the channel. It don't cost anything at all. Later, my friend. See you. Yep. It don't cost you anything to subscribe. And if you hit the follow button, anytime police or anything happens, I'll go live so you can be right there with me. If you do Facebook, type in my name, spell it out, FOURTWENTYJIM. And I do a 420 live on Facebook. You're welcome to come see me if you're in Springfield, or if I get in your city or state. And you're welcome to follow me on the social media and join my lives whenever you like. Please come in, be part of the solution, sign the petition. Until this afternoon, it's all about peace, or this evening, I should say. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs love you, I love you, and Jesus loves you. Have a beautiful day.